Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about credit counseling. Now, I had a lot of people come to me lately saying, Rickita, I'm trying to buy a house. I'm trying to get this credit card and I can't get it. And a lot of people don't know when to actually seek counseling, and a lot of people don't even know how to seek professional help. So I want to talk to you guys about credit counseling, when you should seek it, how you should seek it, and then answer any questions that you guys may have. Now, I have been getting a lot of questions, so I kind of want to answer them in this video and like just send it out to a lot of people. So this is kind of what I'm going to use this video for. If you guys have any questions, please drop them down below in the comments. I know I haven't spent a lot of time answering you guys questions, but I'm definitely here to answer any questions that you all have. I plan to make one big live video just answering a lot of questions. I'm going to do that sometime this month or next month. So continue to drop your questions down below in the comments, and then I'm going to go one by one and just sit down and answer those questions for you all live. I just have a lot going on, kids out of school, personal things going on that I'm doing. I'm venturing on to more things. So I just have a lot going on, but I'm definitely going to answer those questions. Now, when it comes down to credit counseling, people need to learn like the basics of credit, like really learn the basics of credit. I did not learn the basics of credit until I messed up my credit. And that's why I'm spending a lot of time just making sure I learn as much as I can. My daughter's working in my business, make sure that she's learning as much as she can so that she's not getting into problems, and she's learning all these different things early. A lot of times people are going to like home buying programs. A lot of times you can get counseling through these home buying, credit counseling through these home buying programs, but understand too that sometimes you have to stack the information. When I say stack the information, sometimes a lot of people just don't know everything. You have to get some information from one person and some information from another person. So like if you go to the credit counseling, I remember when I went to a home buying thing, and they had like a grant, you can get $20,000, and I wanted the grant. I went there. All they kept telling me was to pay off these credit cards, um, and they was already charged off. Pay this off, pay that off. They never talked about like deleting things or any of that. So I usually tell people to make sure that you understand you have to stack the information. Another thing that you guys also have to think about is when you need to talk to people about it. I think that you need to talk to them as soon as possible, and I think that at least once a month you need to learn and see what's up to date on credit. I'm always continuously learning because I'm talking to a lot of people. Plus, I'm inside of it. I'm working on it. I'm building up my personal credits still too. I'm getting more cards. I'm upgrading this. I'm learning so much because I'm in it all the time. I always want to make sure I can have the best credit profile. So I'm learning so much. So I think that you guys should start as soon as possible to make sure that you understand at least the basics of credit, how to get your credit score over 700, how to maintain a 700 credit score, how to not pay a lot of money to have that 700 credit score too, because that's another thing. So that you guys can actually do that as soon as possible. I really want you guys to do that. And then I want you to make sure that while you're learning these different things too, make sure that you put it into your children, because there's no point. Like I remember my mom and dad saying, oh, we had an 800 credit score. I don't care. I don't care that you had an 800 credit score, because y'all didn't teach me anything about credit. And then a lot of times I turned around and helped my family say, okay, this is what we got to do going forward. This is how it works, and everybody don't know everything. I understand that. But as soon as possible, you need to learn it. And what you do know, and when I say no, you need to really know it. Don't just say something and you don't really know for sure. What you really know for sure, you need to make sure that you teach others that's in your family. Now they have a lot of different, like they have a lot of different programs online. I also have my credit membership. I have a lot of videos talking about third-party bureaus, how to remove accounts, how to get approved for credit cards. I talk about utilization, which is very important. I talk about payment history, making your payments on time. All of these different things is very, very important. I talk about these things a lot. You can see them on my YouTube channel also. You can see all these videos. You can think of that as like a credit counseling kind of thing, but you really need someone to actually look at your credit and see exactly what's going on with your credit and what you need to do going forward. And you can do that by talking to someone that can actually look at your credit report. Find someone that you feel as knowledgeable to know exactly what's going on. And don't find someone that my problem was, don't find somebody that's just gonna tell you to pay everything off, because that's just not wise to me. Like, you paying off stuff that don't even matter, that's past the statute of limitations. Like, they're not going to sue you for it. You paying the wrong stuff off. I remember I was like, I'm paying 800 on this, $1,000 on this, because that's what they told me to do, and it didn't help my credit. So make sure you find somebody that can talk about like deletions. They can talk about utilization. They can help you get approved for some credit cards, because that's a big thing. It's good that you can tell me to pay stuff off, but can you help me get approved for more credit cards? So find somebody that can look at your credit report and say, hey, you should be able to get this and that. This is what you need to do first, and then you can build on that. A lot of times when I talk to people, I look at their credit reports. I look and say, hey, you're at the stage right now where you need to pay down your credit cards. You need to delete these accounts. Also, you need to apply for these credit cards. So it's multiple things that you have to do to start boosting your credit, and you just need to understand the basics. And when I say the basics, let me go through just a real quick basic with you all. Like, if you understand these small things and you just follow these small things I'm going to tell you, then like it's going to take me less than a minute to tell you, then you're going to be good. Like, just get this through your head. And that's what I tell myself. And I don't know what that sounds mean. I tell myself, just get this to your head. Don't care how, why, when, where, why it works. Just understand it and do it. So this is what our FICO score is made up of. So payment history is 35% of our credit score. You can see at the bottom right-hand corner, it's 35% of our credit score. So you need to make sure you pay all your credit cards on time. Set everything up on auto pay, pay the minimum, period. If you have everything set up on auto pay, have the money there for it, you will never have a late payment. I don't care if you get charged interest. I don't care about that. I care about you not having a late payment, because that's going to hurt you a lot. Now, the amount owed, make sure that you're only spending what you can, and you paying your statement balance by your due date. So yes, set up that minimum payment, go back in there and pay the whatever that statement balance is, go pay the rest of that money. And if you do that, you're not going to pay interest, okay? And if you're doing that too, if you're paying your statement balance by your due date, your credit score is going to be so high also, because your utilization should be very low. Now, if you understand those two things, you are already good. Now, credit mix, you need to make sure you have 4 credit cards and 2 installment accounts reporting on your credit reports, period. Installment accounts are like a car. You can get like a kickoff or a self account. I talk about that. It's basically an installment account. It's something that you're paying on every month for a set amount of time. It could be a personal loan too. It could be your mortgage. You need to make sure that you have 4 credit cards and 2 installment accounts minimum. Okay. Now, credit history. Do not close your credit cards. As simple as that. Do not close your credit cards. Now, only time I tell people to close their credit cards is if it's a credit card, they got like $100 annual fee. You got it just to build your credit. Your credit is lit now, and you need to get it removed. Okay. It's as simple as that. Keep your credit cards open as long as you can, because that's going to help with your credit history. You want to have old accounts on your credit reports. And you want to be able to add your kids on as an authorized user, so that when they turn 18, they already in the 700s. You already gave them that. You already pulled them up. Okay. And now it's their job to get to the 800s. Now, the last one is new credit. Now, a new credit is don't go applying for a lot of credit cards. Try to find credit cards that can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry, and make sure that you can get the credit card. If they don't have a pre-qualification, a lot of credit cards do. If they don't have it, don't even try to get it. That's what I tell people. And then also, don't try to get a lot of new accounts, because it's going to bring down your age. Okay. You don't want to do that. Your average age of accounts. You don't want to just apply for a lot of accounts. Every month you get new credit cards. This is what I like to do. Maybe every 6 months or every year, I apply for a lot of credit cards at once. And I just did my last big credit card thing. I think I got like 6 credit cards at that one time. I'm not going to do this again for another year, y'all. Okay. Because if I keep doing the same thing, technically in my membership, is 60 days long. So every other month I could be applying for credit cards. And I'm like, well, no, 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 I'm not gonna do that. Because once I get to where I need to go, like I'm already over that 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. I've been over that. Now to the point where it's like, okay, I want a $10,000 credit card. I want a $20,000 credit card. So now I'm just waiting till I can get those credit cards and I build upon the ones that I have. So do not keep applying for credit cards. You're gonna have those hard inquiries. Like if you understand those simple things, you guys, you'll be good. Okay. And if you pay your credit cards on time, you're not going to have collections and charge offs. Okay. If you get some type of notice in the mail saying, hey, you owe me, you need to send them a letter right away. And I have that letter for free too. If you guys check out my website, Rickita.com, look all the way at the bottom. You're going to see something with me standing there looking beautiful, but you'll be able to see something with the 5 ways to increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. I give out a free letter when you do that link there. So if you get a letter from collection company saying, hey, Midland call, sending you a letter portfolio, hey, we have a debt for $1,500, you need to send them that letter and make them show you how you owe them the money. And if they cannot show you, then they can't put on your credit reports, which will help you avoid a collection on your credit report. Okay. So, and also you get inquiry removal letters. So those people that's like, damn, Rickita, I didn't know I shouldn't have been applying for all them credit cards. Remove those inquiries. You have that letter there also for free. And then I also give you a letter to like remove any account. Like if you have collections, charge off, bankruptcy, student loans, it's a letter that you can use to work to remove those accounts. Also, it's just one letter. It's just one letter, you guys. That's just to test the waters to see where you at too, you guys, just to see like is Rickita really, is she really give me the right information? Test the waters, you guys. Send out that letter. It's free. And also, I have more letters on Rickita.com. So you will see all the different letters like to remove charge offs, student loans, bankruptcies, late payments. I have those collections. I have those letters there in a package of 6. You'll see them also. You'll see them right on Rickita.com. They'll be like in a row. You'll see all those letters, but go this route first, especially if you cannot financially pay for it. And a lot of people can't financially pay for a credit counselor. If you just understand those few things, watch a lot of my videos. Like when I put a video out, just skim through it and see what I'm talking about, because that's how I learned a lot. I'm just watching other people's videos, like what's going on, y'all? Reading books. That's how I learned a lot. And then also testing a lot on my credit, so that's how I learned a lot, you guys. I just made sure that I stayed around it and it just was filling my head with all this information and it helped me so much. So definitely check that out. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. But definitely seek credit knowledge as soon as possible. Like seriously, as soon as possible, go ahead and seek that knowledge. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.